Thanks for staying with us. It is time for us to dive into an interesting conversation with a very eccentric individual. Tobe Season is one of Africa's foremost fashion creators. With his unique styling and influencing, he's been able to carve a niche for himself in the social media space, and he's standing out really well. And of course, he's also a part or a member of the Gang NG. Hello, Tobe Season. How are you doing?
Hi.
Hi. You're so excited, aren't you?
When I heard how you announced me, I'm like,
oh, okay.
wow. I'm like, whoa. I didn't realize that. Yeah. I said, wow. Thank you.
All right, good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right, congratulations on being, one of the creators of tomorrow. That must be pretty exciting. Talk to us about it. How did you feel when, they sent you that letter, or, they called you and say, hey, okay, so Tobe Season, we are following up your remarkable, work in the social media space. We would like to reward you. So you are one of our creators of tomorrow. Congratulations.
I feel like I remember getting the email, and I'm just like, oh, this is scam. Yeah, there are some things you just don't believe. There are some things you just like, because I mean, at the end of the day,
yeah,
the goal is to be noticed by international bodies, and is to be noticed by, and Meta is huge.
Yes,
Meta is Instagram, it's Facebook, it's WhatsApp, and it's Threads.
Yeah.
So when I saw the email, I'm just straight off the bat thinking, all these people want to scam me. And then I checked the email. It comes from Meta. That's just the email address. Meta. And I'm like, oh, this scammer must be really good. So I'll just respond. And then I responded. And I remember responding, and I'm just, when you do this thing, you don't want to think about it. Say it to be true.
Yeah.
So I just responded like, it doesn't matter. And then I responded, and I got a text back while they're like, we're so excited to have you on board. We're choosing just 5 Nigerians, and you're creating such a unique space in Nigeria.
Nice.
And even when I saw that message, I just still felt this has to be a joke. There's so many talented creators in Nigeria. I'm so grateful to be one of them.
Yeah.
And maybe in that point in time, I just felt, so I finished school last year. I'm a lawyer now.
Oh,
I haven't gone to law school, thank you. And I just felt like, I'm so early, I'm just starting out. Like, to be recognized by Meta is so huge, that I felt like I wasn't deserving of it at the time. And I'm just scared. I just keep responding, and I see an email from them.
Okay.
And the way they described me in that email, I was like,
even you couldn't believe it.
I said, no, did they get the wrong Tobe? Like, I said, but it's not that Tobe on social media now. And it just felt so unreal. Even now, like, as I'm having this interview, it still feels unreal.
Okay.
It feels like...
All right. I mean, yes, we are in that social media age right now. And, I mean, following your, developments and how far you've come in that space, it's pretty remarkable. It's huge. It's, it's impressive. Now, talk to us about why you decided to use that platform, to promote your content.
Okay. I feel at the time I started until now, Instagram is one of the biggest platforms to promote.
Sure.
Every content creator is on Instagram. Facebook is still owned by Meta. And I feel at the time I started, it was Instagram. So there weren't much options. TikTok didn't come out till, I think, COVID. So it was mostly Instagram. So as a creator, Instagram is a marketplace. That is how you sell your content. That's how you sell yourself.
Yeah.
So that was what it was for me.
Okay, so we see that the fashion industry is evolving really, really fast. I mean, there's a lot of changes going on in Africa, even globally, all around the world. So let's talk to us about, the Meta apps and, the role that it has played in, promoting your content, promoting your brand, because you're not just you're not just an influencer, you're also a stylist. I mean, you also have your network, the Gang NG, that you guys are, you and your other, group of creators are using in promoting your brands or friends. So talk to us about, how how the role the Meta apps has, played in, promoting your brand.
I feel like we all know now, the world is a global village because of the internet, right?
Exactly.
But I feel like Instagram, Facebook, these apps have really bridged the gap. And I say this because before I came in, I was talking with a friend, a creator who doesn't live in Nigeria. She lives in Uganda.
Oh, okay.
And it's so crazy that I can just speak to you and just say, oh, hi, what's up? I'm going for this interview now. So when I say Meta has truly, by Meta, guys, I mean Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and WhatsApp. And it has really bridged the gap of time zone, of the trends. Like, it's literally so easy. If I see, I really like Timothée Chalamet, and if I see him wear something, I'm like, oh, I think this will look good on me. I look at the designer, I look at their values. With Meta, everything just feels easier. With the internet, everything feels easier. And I feel like Meta is just continuously bridging the gap. For creators, for social media users, they're continuously pushing the boundaries, continuously bridging the gap.
Now, for other, aspiring creators, right now watching you, how would you talk to them about how to properly utilize the Instagram stories, in putting themselves out there, in sharing their contents?
Right, so for Instagram stories, it lasts just 24 hours. And I would say, if something lasts 24 hours, you can truly just be yourself. And I feel like I preach about being yourself a lot, but it works.
Okay.
In 24 hours, post how your day is going. 24 hours is a day. So let them see your day. I feel like that's how I use the stories feature on Instagram. And I think that's how everyone should as well.
I know you talked about earlier on about, how Instagram helped you in meeting, another Ugandan, influencer. Now, for other creators, how can they also lash into that, space in also, meeting other content creators all around the world?
I feel like collaborations on Instagram is it's forefront. Yeah.
Okay.
So you see a creator you like. I would DM you. I say, hi, I really like your content. I'm excited about it. Usually, if I like a creator, I'd already repost the creator on my story. So that's where stories comes into play again. And I would DM the creator, hi, I really like your content. And I feel like these days it's so easy to connect, to be honest. With Instagram, it's so easy. They see your DM, hey, I like your content as well. So it just becomes easier to some extent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now let's talk about, the Meta apps and how, it has helped you in reaching your goals in, in life, in fashion, and even in lifestyle. Talk to us about how it has helped you in reaching your goals and how you still intend to use it in, reaching your goals as you.
I feel like for the longest time, I've always just identified as a lawyer. Like, I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I like social media so much that the fear of failure really, sets me back. The fear of, not being good enough, not being, a good influencer really sets me back. But over the past 1 year, I've put in the work. I know I've put in the work. I've done my best. It's really my best I've done any other thing. And I feel like with that, when you put in the best, when you truly, truly put in the work, nothing is unattainable at the end of the day.
All right. I'm hoping that, an aspiring creator, someone watching right now, got, something that you learned something from what you said here. You said just be yourself, which you have been, and you are an advocate for, just being authentic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sharing, yourself with us on the show this morning. Such a pleasure to have you. And of course, I know you're still joining us for the games. I hope you're pumped.
I'm a bit competitive, so.
Oh, let's get going.
So I'm a bit pumped.
Okay. I see that you brought your competitive shoes.
Yes.
All right, so we'll take a break now. The show continues in a bit. Remember, guys, I'm not Titi, but I'll just try. It's game day in a bit, guys. Stay with us. We'll be right back.